Hi friends, thank you for joining me for your reading, dear Scorpio, for January 2022. Can you believe that? I feel like we just need some additional incense around these places now, considering goodbye to the old year that shall not be named. Anyways, maybe not everybody had it that rough, but I think some of us can agree it was just a plain dumpster fire for the past couple of years. Anyways, I just want to thank you so much for you repeat offenders for turning up for your reading, and for your new people who are stopping by just to visit, check things out, or whatever your motives be. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you find this to be a safe and loving place for you. So we are going to go ahead and start out today with some charms. I hate when like people wrestle and it's in your microphone and your ears crackle, but here we are doing the same thing. So for Scorpio, what do we have going on for the month of December? Ooh, December, no. For the month of January. December's gone, people. For the month of January 2022, please. January 22 for my beautiful Scorpios. Show me now. All right. We're going to start off with these guys. Oh, okay. So I feel like some of you guys are going to be really not questioning your faith, but perhaps revisiting your faith. Revisiting what things mean to you, what you believe in. Yeah, just kind of, I think, reevaluating what you have been practicing, whether like it's a belief system that you've had for a long time and just never visited because it's like, well, I was born this way kind of a thing. Or perhaps, you know, recent events definitely could have led you up to this point and wondering and thinking, well, what does it really mean for me? What is my spirituality? Things like that. So I feel like a lot of that may be transpiring for you, dear Scorpio. I also heard confirmation. So some of you guys might be looking to the tarot or other ways to confirm like what your belief system is, and prayer. Also like manifesting and things like that. You're just trying to kind of look at things from a spiritual and perhaps even biblical point of view. I don't know your life, right? We're just talking. And I also feel like a couple of you are really into like Catholicism, and you're thinking about, or you're having children or sisters or brothers, whatever the case may be, going through like your like catechism and first communion, things like that, even a baptism. Okay, so that could be a point of interest for you guys for the month of January. Also, I just want to say that you are divinely protected. I know it may not feel that way without like the world crumbling out from under our feet. Some of us are feeling that. Not saying that you are, but maybe you are. I don't know you. So I feel like this divine protection is really something that you might even question. You're like, well, that's protection. Please don't protect me. I heard, and totally, I get that, especially when we're going through really challenging times, to say the least. Now, of course, this puzzle piece came out. You saw a second ago. And I love this puzzle piece because I feel like you're just trying to really connect the dots in your own life. Dear Scorpio, you're just trying to see like where everything fits into your own personal puzzle, and even global puzzle. I mean, that could be something that you are considering as well. Excuse me, I just dropped a bunch of cards. And so another thing that I want to... Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not wearing my glasses, but it says friend. So I had to double check. Dear Scorpio, so I feel like maybe you're even questioning. You're like, wow, what about my friend from, you know, I don't know, childhood or grade school, or somebody I grew up with? And are we still that close friends? And what is my level of commitment? Where does religion or faith or spirituality or loyalty fall into the system right here? And what about like divine protection? You guys could be thinking about somebody who is a Leo. I always think about the infinity sign to have to do with Leo, but maybe that's just because that's my sign. Okay, Scorpio, and also you're just trying to fit the pieces of the puzzle. And I was getting a strong message or a feeling, a strong thing about like someone from your past. Now, for some of you guys, I realize that you're partnered, you're married, you're happily married, you have no intention. It's not even what I'm saying, but perhaps your brain can wander. Perhaps you could be thinking about the what ifs, what possibilities could have been that you passed up or someone else passed up, or if things had played out differently, okay? Or maybe perhaps you're just a little bit, I don't know, like kind of pondering, thinking about a relationship, a connection. Okay, that's the word I was looking for. And you're trying to connect the dots, connect the puzzles. Perhaps you guys were completely different as far as like your spirituality goes, or you are different now. So this could be, anyways, somebody from the past was a feeling that I was getting. We'll see how that plays out if it does, okay? So for Scorpio for the month of January, what do we have going on here? Please show me now. And we're using Alice in Wonderland Tarot deck. Stop. Oh, stop time. Okay, look. I literally put on this ring that was given to me by a dear friend of mine. She had me pick and I was wrestling between colors. But I'm going to tell you right now that this little clock did not want to wind. It only would go backwards. And I thought, well, that's weird. And I thought it was totally broken. I'm like, fair enough. Maybe I need a new battery, whatever. And then I noticed that it would only start working if I wound it backwards. I'm like, okay. And then I was able to kind of fix it. Well, anyways, the implication to that, for me, it felt like stopping time. Excuse me. So it could be that you're feeling like you're frozen a little bit in time, looking at the past and things like that. Okay, so we have the clock time, pressure, and in a rush. I'm in a rush, Alice says, right? And so you could be somebody who collects clocks, watches, or you could also be reviewing the passage of time, how it directly connects to you, and your grand review of your life. I feel like a lot of us are making reassessments about our relationships, our current relationships, our relationships with our family, our friends, and people that are no longer in our lives, whether they have passed on or if they are still here, but just no longer a player in your world, okay? So the clock of time can be a factor. What else do we have for my beautiful Scorpios? I love Scorpio. Did I mention that? I know I do like it every reading, and I don't say that for all the signs, mostly because I just don't know a lot of people like that, but I just really have, like, I just love Scorpio. Now, Scorpio Leo is murder-suicide, I always say, and I stand behind it, that's fine, but I could still love you guys from afar, right? So, let's keep it moving. Yourself got it. Okay. What do we have here for my beautiful Scorpios for the month of January, please? Anything that's helpful? Why is this clock time here? Show me now. I want to be a queen. Well, so do I, Scorpio. Okay. Okay. Stating your sovereignty. Oh, I knew I was going to screw up that word. Sovereignty. Okay, hello. Declaring freedom and passing a test. So this is like, perhaps you're just wanting to declare your freedom from the past, your freedom from restrictions, or from old ideas and notions that just never came to pass. So it could be something like that. Also, I heard back to basics. So I feel like this is part of reclaiming your power, reclaiming your presence, as far as being present, not like future-minded or past-minded, things like that. For some of you guys, you're going to choose to like not wear makeup or kind of downplay a little bit and lay off some of the makeup. What a horror. I'm just kidding. I love makeup, but anyways, I'm just playing with you guys. I hope you're not super offended. But wanting to be a queen is just really telling me, even if you're a guy, okay, I might have like one or two guys around there listening as well, who knows. And so I just feel like this is like reclaiming you, your most authentic self. And even, I mean, I think about like birds in the wild and things like, well, even in captivity, the male birds have all the colors and the females do not. And I feel like even the way I set up my reading space today for you guys, this is like the divine masculine, and for me this is the divine feminine. Just a little symbolic thing for me. And so I feel like you could be really playing around with like getting more in touch with your femininity or your intuition and things like that. All of you guys, even guys, of course. And realizing that even typical things that have been labeled in the past, for example, we don't think of nurturers as being like a man for some reason, but there's plenty of nurses and doctors and social workers and people that even help others cross over into, well, transition into death, basically into the afterlife and things like that. Those are all caretakers that are like desperately needed and valued. And so this could have something to do with like how you take care of yourself. And I feel like more than anything, your self-care is going to be really, really important to you. You're going to be looking at your own glow up in the form of, I'm not pleasing anyone else any longer. I don't feel like I have to wear all this makeup to impress people. I don't feel like I have to dress like Alice right here, even though she looks adorable, to just really impress anyone. Maybe I'm letting my hair change to its natural color. I don't know your life, but those are the vibes that we're getting so far. And you know what? I'm going to pause it a moment because my dog, he's knocking. He's driving me crazy. So let me deal with that. I'll be right with you. All right, Scorpio, we are back. So let's find out what this deal is with the clock, with the hands of time, with the passage of time, maybe even thinking about getting older, or maybe thinking about all of our choices in life. It's like a really big spectrum of things. This wanted to come out, so we're taking it. But Spirit, show me why these cards are on the board for my beautiful Scorpios, my handsome, intense Scorpios. Yeah, that's you. Why are these in line today for us? Please show me now. Okay. The Emperor, you are trying to gain a grip on your own life, trying to gain control. This one is keeping out. So we're going to take, oh yeah, baby. We're taking that one too. So let me just say that I feel like some of you guys are really feeling like the confinement, okay, restricted by like the ideas of society and things like that. If I look at this, that's how I'm getting those vibes. Also, I'm getting Spirit with a lot of confirmation on my right side of my body, which is always a masculine, divine masculine. Sorry, I'm fussing with the cards. And so I'm just going to say, like, the King of Wands here, what the heck, you know, we are all fiery. But with the Emperor, this is like keeping out all the negativity and things like that. But I also want to present to you, perhaps some of you guys are having father issues. Okay, some of you guys are wrestling with like religion and how that all went down, how you were raised, trying to fit the puzzles into the pieces of puzzle, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, the puzzle pieces into your life, and trying to really figure out like how that has shaped you and what you want to keep from those experiences and what you want to transmute and just dump, frankly. And I think that's really powerful because it's going to place you in a position where, you know what, you have your most authentic self. You're not being led by a characteristic or by a dogma that you were initially raised or just assumed, whatever. And for the rest of you guys, I feel like this is, frankly, it's my way or the highway. And this could be looking at a situation of old, of past, that you want to rewind the hands of time. And you're even considering, it's like, wow, I realized I was like a little bit dogmatic here. Maybe that's why this didn't work out. Or I definitely wanted my own way and I wasn't willing to compromise. And maybe thinking, okay, maybe I should have softened that a little bit. I don't know. But this is also... it could be a warning just to be careful that you are not so dogmatic in how you live your life. Like, I totally understand it's my way or the highway. I am highly uncompromising myself. I know that's a shock to all of you. But I'm going to say that this has to do with your household, your foundation. And you feel like if it's not your way or the way that you think that things should roll or be or... I don't know, come together in your life, then you don't want it because you're like, that piece doesn't fit. Screw that puzzle. I'm going to throw it out. And I get that too. Okay. We just want to be careful that we're not alienating people. For example, this man here is protecting his child, presumably. And so he's got this like Indiana Jones looking person here ready to go to war. He has, you know, taken precautions to board up his door, of course, so that there's no entry there. And so he's like facing us head on. And yet you see all of these like zombie hands coming through the door. And it could be like, you know what, things want to come through the door to change things, the way you do, the way you think, the way you run your household, the way you run your business, the way you look for work, what you do for a living, what you do for a job, how Even how your home looks, I don't know, any of those things can have an effect, or even your relationships, your connection to all of your family members and friends and things like that could be up for re-examination or challenge it some way, somehow, or revisited in your mind, okay? Now, the King of Hazards, this is somebody who is, I'm going to say in your life, who is either a friend or a coworker or a boss or a potential lover, ex-lover, I don't know, or someone who was like really near and dear. This person is a mover and a shaker, and they definitely factor into your life. I'm looking at the time because I know, okay, yeah, keep on track, Marcel. And so the King of Hazards here is, this is another fiery element, okay? This is almost like the step away from being an emperor, and it's not like it's like one is higher than the other, but this person is a mover and shaker as well. Even though in this instance you're looking at like, wow, this person could meet me halfway. Wow, this person like that doesn't even have feet to get up. Their hands are kind of like tied. There are some chains here. There is some caution tape around this zombie person, right? And so it could have been like this person just really refrained from moving towards you, and you felt like, what the heck, that kind of a thing. Or even if it's like a father-son, father-daughter relationship, you feel like this person didn't do a lot. They were just there. And if you were a part of their world, then things would work. But the minute you said, no, I'm an individual, you come join my world once in a while, they did not want to participate. They were like, yep, I'm busy. I'm tied up. I'm literally tied up. I'm busy doing work. I'm busy surfing. I'm busy running a company, running my own household. I don't know what the deal is. So if this is a lover, it could have been someone or a potential lover, whatever, that basically said, I have ideas and how things are going to go, and this is how I want, and I live a life of excitement. I'm a mover and a shaker and a candlestick maker and all those things, and you are way too dogmatic for me. So that could be some of the scenarios that I see on the board for you. Also, I've got the Six of Wands here, and I feel like this is you wanting to claim victory. The undead are victorious. And again, this is like an old situation resurrecting, an old relationship being re-examined. Once again, if this is about friends and family and how you live your life with a little bit of like too much of a dogma or how you do things, and this could be but Scorpio revisiting things and picking up on the challenge of like trying to make things a little bit more cohesive. How even if you just intellectualize everything and reprocess things to just really see, yeah, was I right? Okay, great. I was right. Fine, move on. But I feel like you're still looking for pieces of the puzzle and how to fit people into your life. And you're going to be victorious, because I feel like there is a little bit of a mellowing, a little bit of, oh, wow, yeah, we do have zombie hands behind me, and that could be potentially dangerous. And, maybe I don't have all the answers 100%, maybe just 99.9% of the time. I'm just kidding. Okay. But I want to say that you have a lot of admirers, whether you're partner or not partner. It doesn't make a damn difference to me right now. It's just that a lot of people are looking to you. And I feel like this victory card is nothing but good news. Okay. You have a really good reputation. I feel like people do look up to you. They might be a little bit intimidated by you though. So what else do we have for my beautiful Scorpio friends for the month of January? Show me now. If you hear snoring, it is not me. I promise. That is Puppy Doll. She does her own thing. These dogs run my world. Let me not kid myself. Okay, so the Akashic Records, your guidance is divinely guided. And so that's what we were talking about before. Perhaps like you were like really traditional in your upbringing or whatever. And you're like, what the hell is this Akashic Record thing going on? Let me just explore and see if it's even for me or what I believe, anything like that. And then trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Scorpio, if you knew that you were being supported, and you are, what would you do? Doesn't that open up like the entire world almost? And doesn't that let everything just fall away with an ease that I'm hearing? I don't give a damn. Okay, yeah, things that you don't care about are just falling away. And even perhaps trying to keep a tight rein on things. That's a lot of stress, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you know? So perhaps you are even wanting to visit like the Akashic records or look into things like that and see if this is anything that might have bearing or hold any water, or just a simple curiosity, or why this like fits into your situation. Some of you guys I heard might be wanting to look at past lives and things like that. So there are many different things on the board for you this January, but it all feels really, really positive. This is, I have to say, this is one of my top favorite cards in the entire deck, like of all decks. I love the Six of Wands. So it's a lot of people cheering you on. They've seen you maybe even struggle, and I feel like you're having more glow ups, but this time in your interpersonal affairs, the way you communicate, the way you come across, revisiting things and maybe tweaking things a little bit, like maybe that diamond in the rough where you just need to polish just a little bit. Not that I would know what that's all about. Yeah, totally. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. If you do, smash that like button, like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you need to do or whatever you feel led to do. And until next time, namaste.